Hey guys, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I have already done today, but one part of it, I'm going to tell you what I did, but I'm going to pause that and go into more detail after. The first thing I did this morning is I went back to the doctor because my doctor called me. I'll get back to that, okay? So whenever I got back home, I put my pajamas back on. Well, it's a gown because it was supposed to be pajama day today. So I did. So today is pajama day. You can wear your pajamas all day. It's fine. Which I didn't because I did put on regular clothes. But I did put that back on after I got back home because I wanted to be comfy. Anyway, what else I have done today is, well, got Jeff off to work, fed him and got him off to work and everything. I have washed the sheets. I've washed a load of Noah's clothes because he's working on his Jeep, and right now he's actually gone to gas up the truck, and well, he was going to go get some things for his Jeep. He needs to get new windshield wipers and he wants to change the oil, and there was something else he wanted to do just before he drives it. He wants to get those things done. So he was going to Walmart, so I was like, hey, can you gas up the truck? Can you take it? So he was like, yeah, okay, no problem. So he's filling the truck up for us, so we don't have to think about that, or I don't have to think about that, whatever. Anyway, he's doing it. So what else have I done? I don't know. I've washed clothes mostly, and I've moved some stuff around in the living room, and I've made sure my YouTube stuff was right and all that. So now I want to talk to you about the doctor visit. I was supposed to go back on Friday, which is 3 days from now. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, 3 days from now. But he wanted me to come back this morning. My doctor called me. And my doctor's the type of doctor that he will call you himself if something isn't, if he wants you to know something, he's going to call you. So he called me and said, I need you to come back in because your potassium level was a little high, and I don't like that. I want to do another blood test and another test so we can see how it looks and if it was a lab error, because if it's not a lab error, something needs to be done, because your potassium level being too high can cause heart situations. It can make you have a heart attack, your heart will stop, things like that. So I said, okay, I think Noah's back maybe. I don't know, let's see. The alarm went off for the camera. I don't see how he would be back that fast. No, that was just another vehicle. Okay, anyway, if he was back, I would stop a minute to see if he needed anything. That's why I was looking. But anyways, I went and they drew blood again. They got me there, it didn't work. Got one time there, it didn't work, and then another nurse came in and she got me, and y'all, I bruise really easily. I don't know why, and it looks like a little spider bite right there, because there's 3 holes now, one from yesterday and 2 from today. But she got the blood that she needed, and I'm waiting on my doctor to call me back for the results of that potassium check. But while I was there, he went ahead and did an EKG because he wanted to make sure my ticker was ticking. Make sure it was doing what it was supposed to be doing. So he did that, and my EKG was perfect. Like, nothing wrong with it. So he said he was 99% sure that it was a lab error, that sometimes whenever they draw your blood and, you know, the lab tests it, it will clot and it will cause this to happen. So he said he had no fear of me having any kind of potassium problems. He really just thinks it was a lab error, especially after looking at all of my other results, which I have pages and pages of. Well, it was about 5 pages, I think. I don't know how many pages is this. 5 pages. Anyway, he instead of coming back Friday, he had, surprisingly, it was surprising to him too, he had already gotten all of my lab work back that he had done, and at this point he does not want to do any more unless something happens with the potassium thing. So I'm going to go over it a little bit, but first I want to tell you, I have not been taking supplements for 5 months, since December. So some of this is very surprising to me. So we went over everything. My B12 was great. And y'all, I have not been taking any supplements. Nothing at all wrong with the B12. This one really surprised me. My vitamin D was good. I haven't been taking any supplements that I had taken for years. I do mean years. Probably about 12 to 15 years. No, it's got to be 13 to 15 years because it was before we moved here. I had been taking vitamin D supplements and had problems still. I'm not taking them, but I've changed different lifestyle, like eating habits and stuff, and my vitamin D is good. I've also been outside in the sun more, but that was a wonderful thing. Okay, my thyroid panel, all of that's good. He checks that once a year, sometimes every 6 months. It's just according to if I have an issue or not. But if it's good, it usually lets me go a year. But it was all good. Let's see, what else? My lipid panel, this is another thing that surprised me. I have had issues with my LDL, which is your good cholesterol, being low for probably 10 years, and I could never get it to come up. I had taken medicine for it. I had done all the things they said. Everything that I could do, I had done it, I thought. But what I think changed this, and I could be completely wrong, what I think changed this situation was we don't eat as much pork as we used to. I don't know for sure, but that's the only real big difference other than starting to eat more organic foods and stuff. And y'all know I hadn't been doing that long. Well, anyway, all of my cholesterol stuff was good. My triglycerides, the last time I was there, they weren't bad, but they were getting concerning, if that makes sense. They're fine. Everything is great. And I was so excited about that. So all that's good. So he went ahead and all the other things that routine, like glucose, it was great. Y'all, my glucose has not been good for years. Y'all know I'm insulin resistant, but it was great, which means I'm doing something right. My creatinine, my everything, sodium was like right, it was almost low. My carbon dioxide was almost low. It was like, okay, but everything was great except that one thing, which was the potassium, which he thinks was a lab error. So he did not test my hormones because he said he's not going to, because he's not going to put me on hormone replacement therapy, but he does feel like my hormones are a little bit not where they need to be, and he does not see the point of doing a test when he's not going to put me on a medication. He just wants, we're gonna do some things naturally to help with the hormones, and one of those is to have less stress. And I don't feel like a super stressed person. I don't know if I am or not, but I don't feel like a super stressed person. But that's not the only thing that's contributing to hormone being out of whack. Environmental issues can cause hormone issues. Age, being female, you know, there's lots of things. But one of the reasons why he didn't want to check my hormones right now is because he'd have to check the different times of the month to know, because they change. Like, he'd have to have like a schedule of doing it, and right now he wants to take care of some other things that are I'm having some situations, like he wants me to try other things first. He wants me to try the intermittent fasting again, which I plan on doing. I think Jeff's gonna do it with me, and see if that helps, because intermittent fasting is supposed to be really good for hormones that are out of balance. So I don't have to go back to the doctor on Friday. He's supposed to call me back today to let me know about that other test. He has no reason to think that there is anything wrong, but if there is, he has a plan, and we'll move forward from that. And if I don't know before I finish filming, I'll let you guys know. Or maybe I'll just put it on the screen when I'm editing. But I feel very good about my lab results because they are better than they've been in a very long time. So that makes me feel good. I'm not doing everything wrong. But anyway, I'm about to go ahead and take this down because Jeff wants me to get it. I don't know if I've already said this, but Jeff wants me to get it down so we can take it down to the mobile home this weekend, or Noah and I might take it down there. So it's very easy to take down. We've just got it up there with the Velcro command strips, so it's super easy. I'll go ahead and just do it. There is a line on the wall that he drew on the wall, but that's okay. I'll get that off. Well, we're gonna paint this room before we move, you know, after we move out. I do have dust, it seems, behind those things, but these command strips are super easy to get off and they don't mess things up. Now, this part you throw away, this part you can keep and use for later. You just add another little strip. But yeah, I'm gonna get this off the wall. Then I've got to make the bed, and I'm gonna take the command strips off of the other things, the little boards. I need to make the bed because I washed the sheets. I think I said I washed the sheets today. I don't even know. I really don't know what I've said because I have talked to Jeff and Noah today and the doctor and the nurses, and I have talked so much that I forget what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm very happy about the results that I got. I mean, who wouldn't be happy about those results whenever things that have been off for years are good? And oh goodness, I keep doing that. I'm pulling too hard. Woo, that one popped me. But you know, some of these things have been off for so many years. Oh no, I pulled it the wrong way. Jeff's gonna whoop me. No, he won't. It'll be alright. We can fix it. It's not that big of a deal. I just ripped the paint off of the wall, and I think some of the sheetrock paper, but it'll be okay. Let's not do that again, okay? Let's not be bad and do that again. I cannot believe I did that. I need to stop talking and just do this. So I'll be back after I get all of it off. I've got those two left, and I've got to get these off. And y'all can't even see the one that I messed up. I may not show it to you. You'll probably see it when I'm making the bed, if I make the bed on camera. I don't know. I'm just in a good mood because I got good report. Because y'all, I was a little nervous about some of that stuff, but I feel good now.
First time I saw you, I was so nervous to talk. Happened so fast, went from so lonely to falling asleep in your arms. I used to be afraid to fall in love. My past relationship was a disaster, but now I don't care. 'Cause you took my scars, bruises and broken heart, numbed all the pain, showed me how to heal, and now I don't feel broken anymore. your smell wrapped in my bed sheets. Don't wanna wash it away. I know sometimes I get too caught up in all of the wrong things, but you're always there to guide me. I used to be afraid to fall in love. A past relationship was a disaster, but now I don't care. 'Cause you took my scars, bruises and broken heart, and numbed all the pain. Show me how to heal, and now I don't feel broken anymore. I used to be afraid until I met you. I was insecure, caught up in the pain, but you showed me how to heal. Took my scars, bruises and broken heart, numbed all the pain. Show me how to heal, and now I don't feel broken anymore. Numbed all the pain. Show me how to heal, and now I don't feel broken anymore.
Okay, so the bed's made. Ignore that. That's called Kathy is lazy. Yes, I need to put those away. Maybe I'll do it today. I don't know. I did figure out that I do not like flat paint even more than I didn't like flat paint before, because there's a couple places, that's the worst one, that ripped. And I have never had that happen on semi-gloss or satin paint with command strips. Not ever have I ever had that happen. I'm so glad we didn't do the flat paint in the mobile home. But anyway, the bed is made. Yes, I do have a different kind of pillowcase on my pillow because I'm using a satin one. I offered to let Jeff use the other one. He does not want it. So there's that. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed it or not. There was a pause between making the bed because my doctor called back. Everything's fine. My potassium was great. It was normal. Everything's fine. There's no reason for any problems. And he said he's going to blame all of my weight gain since January on my surgery because of not being able to do things like I normally would, and any weight gain before that because of my back injury. Or I really don't want to call it an injury because we really don't, well, the problem I had, it wasn't like I was, well, I guess it's still an injury, but it wasn't like, there's no cause. I don't know. Anyway, I got the bed made. Got another load of clothes in the washer. The other load is in the dryer. And I've got one more load to do after that. Those are done. I don't know what else I'm going to share with y'all today because I haven't decided what I'm doing. I really do need to put those clothes away, but I also need to fold some more. And I don't know. There is one thing that I really need to do, and if I do it with y'all, I'll absolutely do it. There's this, I'll just show you. Okay guys, I have 4 or 5 loads of clothes here that I'm about to start folding. But I wanted to talk with y'all while I was doing it. Hopefully y'all can hear me. The air conditioner is on But, you know, that's gotta happen. It's just the way it is. So, I want to talk to y'all about something that is something we all need to remember when we are talking to someone, either through text messaging, a letter, a comment, back and forth commenting on something, Instagram messages, I guess Facebook. I don't have Facebook, so I don't know. I guess the way it used to be, you could comment on people's stuff. Any sort of interaction you have, we need to remember that we can't see each other, so we really don't know exactly how the person actually feels unless we are allowed to explain. Like, I don't know, you may not know exactly how I feel unless I'm allowed to explain. Or what I'm saying is, there can be misunderstandings very easily, and I am not calling anyone out. I am not naming any names. I am not angry. I am not hurt. I am, in a sense, concerned that someone misunderstood me when I was trying to explain something, and I don't want that to happen on my channel. I got a comment recently that was, I feel, completely out of love, was not a negative comment in any way, but the person that commented might have not understood the whole situation, because, or no, she definitely could not have understood the whole situation, because I have not given y'all all the information about certain things. And I believe that my responses to her, even though I was not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, I was not trying to say anything negative or be mean and hateful or retaliate or anything like that, and I don't feel like that's what was thought, but it's what can happen. I believe my responses might have caused her to not want to comment on my videos, and that is something that I definitely do not want to happen. I feel like most of the people who watch me are adults. I know there are some children who watch me because I have nieces and nephews who watch, or at least they used to. They may still, I don't know. Anyway, and there may be other children who watch, but I feel like if we misunderstand each other, we could lose valuable people in our lives. And I'm not saying, like, what I'm saying is, if she misunderstood me, she's a valuable person in my life because she talks to me in my comments, and I hope that we enjoy each other and maybe could build a friendship, if that makes sense. You know, that's one reason why I'm on YouTube, and I have some very valuable friendships through this venue that I am allowed to use. And I guess one thing is, I know I didn't try to be hateful or mean. I just tried to explain something. And I don't know, maybe it was misunderstood how I meant it or something. But I want to apologize, and I'm not going to say names because I don't want anybody to go back and look and be mean to somebody, and maybe you might misunderstand our conversation. You know, it's just not worth it, kind of thing. Because I know for a fact that on her end, she was not being mean and hateful, and I know I wasn't either. I was just trying to make her understand why we are doing things the way we're doing them with certain things. And I know that everything she said was coming from a place of love. But I'm not going to talk about that anymore, other than I'm sorry if you're watching this and you misunderstood me. And I hope that we're okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, I have had a bunch of times in my life where I've gotten an email, a text message. Like, there's been times whenever Jeff has sent me a text. And honestly, sometimes it's because the stinking phone gets things wrong. Anyway, there's been times whenever I've gotten things and I misunderstood it, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? You know, what did you just say to me? Kind of thing. And I really want for us to do something for each other. And I don't mean just me and the person. I mean all of us as a human race. All of us as people, adults. Let's try to understand each other and get more information. Like, if we start a conversation in text form, if it's not face to face or over the phone, if you can't hear the voice of the person, please try to get more information from the person and understand and ask questions and love on each other. And because there's so much pain in this world, and I just don't want that for anyone, because we could lose valuable people in our lives if we don't try to talk to each other. And I think that our world has lost the art of speaking to each other, of talking to each other. And you know, used to be people would write letters, and that was a great way for them to communicate, and it was a wonderful way for people to be able to talk to each other. And now that's an art that's gone. I mean, it may not be completely gone, but you know, cards and letters. But those cards and letters, I'm pretty sure sometimes got misunderstood. And I just don't want anyone to misunderstand me. If you don't know what's going on, ask me. If you don't understand it, if you think that I'm doing something wrong, ask me why I'm doing it. Because I have a good reason for everything I do. That is not dry. And I'm thinking these might not be either. Let me put the not dries over there, because I don't think that's dry. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'd rather be safe than sorry, because I don't want to put up some kind of clothes and they be like mildewy. But I learned a lesson a long time ago to listen to, like, okay, let's just put it this way. There are times when I have gotten comments from people on this platform over the years, because I've been doing this like 8-9 years, something like that, and I was in a mood and I read the comment and I knew I was in a mood, so I let it go. I didn't say a thing. I let it be. I didn't reply at all. I didn't heart it. I didn't like it. I didn't say anything at all. I waited until I was out of that mood that I knew was a funky mood, and then I replied. And it completely changed my perception of what the person was saying, because sometimes you can read something and it will be something totally different than what you thought. And sometimes I will read your comments multiple times before I reply. Like if it's a long comment, I will read it several times and then I will reply. And there are times, because I have two screens, well actually it's 3 screens hooked to my computer, there are times where I will pull up, in which actually with my computer you can put two screens on one thing, but I will pull up the comment in one screen, and then I'll pull up the same exact comment in another screen, and I will read it, like, because it's a long comment, I will read it and reply so that I don't maybe mess up, and I answer all the questions. There are some times that I've had several questions in one comment, and y'all, I don't mind questions at all. If you don't understand something we're doing or why we're doing it, please ask me, because I wouldn't be sharing stuff if I was trying to hide my life. Like, I wouldn't share what we're doing if I was trying to hide it. Now, there are some things that are personal that I will not share. There are certain things about Noah that he has asked me, don't say anything, or there may be days where he's like, I don't want to be filmed today, or there's times where he will come into the living room while I'm editing and look at how he looks while he's, while I'm editing, and I'll ask him, is this okay if I share it? Because, he's down there working on the mobile home, and there's been times where he didn't like something, and it came out of the video, and it was fine. It didn't change the video. I have plenty of footage. But, I just don't want us to misunderstand each other. And I really hope that y'all don't misunderstand me and think that I am being mean or anything like that, because y'all, we've got to love on each other. We've got to, because if we don't, we're gonna lose so much that we could have had. And I did tell this person that I didn't want them to stop commenting. That's just not the answer. The answer is for us okay. The thing is, this channel is not just for me to be sharing my life and for y'all to get to know us. It's for me to get to know you too. It's important for us to have those relationships, even if we can't like actually be friends in person. Like, if we never meet each other in person, it's important to have the connections with each other, because that's what we're made for. That feels wet. Wow, what happened? Sometimes that happens though. My thing keeps going off. My camera, y'all probably hear it because Noah is working on his Jeep, and he's going in front of the camera a lot. And I can't turn it off, because if I do, that'd be kind of crazy. But yeah, I hope that y'all will continue to ask me questions. Ask me why we're doing certain things if you want to know. Don't assume things. And a lot of times I talk really fast and I totally skip things that I thought I said. Sometimes I'll catch it when I'm editing and I'll put it on the screen. But sometimes, like, y'all will be like, what? What did you mean by that? And I'm like, oh, I thought I said that. That kind of thing. I can make mistakes, but if you don't understand something, just talk to me. I like talking. Y'all know that. If I didn't like talking, I wouldn't be able to do YouTube, would I? I'd be one of those channels that only did music. And I know I do have a lot of music in my videos, but I mean, I would never be talking. But y'all are my buddies. Y'all are my people I talk to during the day. So, a lesson we all need to learn is, when there is text involved, we can't see the faces, we can't hear the voices, so we must try to figure out by conversation what is really truly going on, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This is my least favorite part of washing clothes, is folding. Even though it's so easy, it's just like, I don't want to do it, but I do it, and it's fine. And after this, I probably won't have anything else I'm sharing today because I'm cooking supper, but I'm cooking goulash, and all it is, well, I've already got the ground beef cooked because I froze it and cooked it and froze it. So all I'm going to be doing is cooking some noodles, and then I'll add the other things with it, which I'll put the noodles and the meat and the ketchup, because that's what we always have used. I've heard of some people using tomato sauce. Let me know if you use tomato sauce. I might try that. And corn. I put corn in it because well, she's technically not my aunt, but I've always called her Aunt Norma Jean because she was one of my stepdad's sisters, and that's who she was to me. She is two of my younger sister's aunt, and that's just what I've always called her until I got older, and now I just call her Norma Jean, and I don't know why, but sometimes I still call her Aunt Norma Jean, so I don't know, it's both. But she always put corn in hers at church potlucks and stuff, and it's good. I liked it, so I started doing it. Well, hello. Yeah, that. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I thought I would be done with all this by the time I was finished talking about that situation, but what is the word? I miscalculated the amount here. Also, another reason why that I'm not doing any more. Earlier, I had to get dressed again, and then I put my gown back on. Noah cut his arm pretty bad, and we cleaned it up and looked at it, and I told him I think he thought he needed to go to the doctor to either get a stitch or maybe just a steri strip would work. He didn't want to do that, so I went to Walmart and got some butterfly bandages because that's what he wanted to do. And it's holding, it's working, it's not bleeding anymore or anything. I mean, it's about that long, and it's not deep, but it needed something, I think, more than just a band-aid, or it'd be an ugly scar. Which, you know, guys don't care as much about ugly scars as women do. At least some guys don't. Y'all, my mama got me this gown for my birthday. It's really too big for me, but it is so soft. But actually, with it being too big, it is so nice. Because it's just like big, fuzzy, comfy. And yes, I wear it when it's still hot outside because, well, I probably won't now because this week it seems to have gotten a little bit hotter, at least to me. Or maybe I'm just warmer, I don't know. But, it might have to go to be put away now. That's a hairdo thingy. I don't know. I really just don't want any of you guys to misunderstand what I'm saying. And I'm always open to questions. My daddy told me years ago that and I have had some of you say, this is a stupid question, but, and I have said, the only stupid question or crazy question or idiotic question is the one that was never asked, because it can never be answered. If you don't ask questions, you won't learn things. That's not inside out, and I was fixing to turn it inside out. But I'm pretty much an open book. I don't hide things. I mean, like I said, there's some things I'm not going to tell you, because that's, as they say, none of your business. But the majority of things I will. I actually do not have the towels here because they're in the dryer right now. I'll fold those later. why are these inside out? Did I take them off that way? I guess so. He keeps going in front of that little thing and ringing that doorbell. It's not really a doorbell, but that's what it sounds like. Almost done. Just gotta do the socks. Tell me what your least favorite chore is. Mine actually is cleaning the toilet. That is my least favorite. I would much rather fold clothes than clean the toilets. But it's got to be done because I would much rather have to do it than have a dirty toilet. So it's a, you know, this or that kind of situation. Which would you rather have? I would rather have a clean toilet. Than a dirty one, because we know what we do in the toilet, but we don't. I still get grossed out if it's dirty. So let's not talk about that anymore. That's enough of that toilet talk. Okay, it's up here. Do we have a sock missing? Noah is one of the worst about not having all of his stuff. Okay, there's that. Nope. We got them all. He sometimes will bring me one sock, which a lot of times he'll wash his own clothes. Alright. Done. Okay, I'm going to put those back in the dryer. Then I'm going to put away some of this stuff. Put Noah's stuff where it goes. But I truly hope that I have not offended anyone. I have not upset anyone. Don't look at that spot. We're going to paint these walls anyway. But I don't, it's not my goal to hurt anyone. Ever. Never. That is not a good thing to do. Whether it's online or in person. It's just not my goal to hurt people. And I just don't want someone to misunderstand my point. And I'm always open to questions, so there's that. I have sat here and talked for 22 minutes about this. Why? Because I feel like I've hurt someone or made them mad or upset them. I guess I didn't make them mad because they're still going to be here. I guess. I don't know. I'm so confused. Anyway. This is a weird video. Totally weird. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Maybe it won't be so weird. Hopefully it will be better. I do want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. Now I'm dropping things. Okay, so the camera went off. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified whenever I upload. And if you know someone who would like the content we have, go ahead and share the channel as well if you don't mind. And also leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing because I really want to know. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. And if you don't want to leave it in public, you can always send me an email. My email is mamacatshomestead@gmail.com. And there was something else I was gonna say. I have no idea what it was. I'm just not having a day. It's a day, but it's not a day. It's a confusing day. It's been high and low. Yeah. But it's okay. Noah's okay. I'm okay. I hope that the person who I spoke about is okay. I hope all of you are okay. And as I said, I never aim to hurt anyone, and I don't want anyone else to do that either. There was something else I was going to say though, and I can't think of what it was. Oh, if you want to see planner videos, my planner channel is linked down below. Brain pop. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.